Hello, I'm a critic pony. In a review because you don't want to. Focus, focus. Oh God. It's Space Chimps, everybody. For those of you who don't know what this travesty is, and Lord bless the ones who don't, let me enlighten you. Space Chimps is a movie about 3 chimpanzees who are sent into space into a planet through a wormhole. A planet that is run or populated by an alien race. One of them has obtained a space probe that was sent there a couple months before the chimps were sent there as well. So basically the race is on to save the species that is on that alien planet, get to their ship, and return to Earth. What went wrong? I want to get the first problem away right now. The villain of the movie, named Zartog. I usually love villains in animated movies. People like Scar, Frollo, Lord Shen, Tai Lung, even Ramesses from Prince of Egypt, a historical character, and even someone as dumb as Slim from Home on the Range has some unique quirk to them and has something to like about them. This villain sucks completely because he is such a whiner. His voice is just grating on the ears, and he is incredibly hard to look at and listen to. The reason he's so hard to look at and listen to is because, let me take some time to explain. The reason he's so hard to listen to is because once he obtains the space probe and kidnaps one of the chimpanzees in order to get him to tell him about how the space probe works and about the luxuries of Earth, he whines so much. This villain never shuts up. And to top it all off, the design on him and the design on these aliens are just so disgusting and unoriginal. They just look like normal human beings, but the way that they're textured makes them look like mounds and mounds of feces mixed in with red food coloring. Like a bad trip with Lucky Charms marshmallows. It's disgusting and just unoriginal. Not to mention, some of the characters are kind of grating and obnoxious. Like I said, Zartog. But there's also some of the scientists that work at NASA. And then there's Ham the Third, grandson to Ham the First, the first chimpanzee to make it to space. I hate this character so much because he is the starting point for most bad jokes, which are nothing but references to other things. References can be made funny, but they have to have a reason. And these references just come out of nowhere. And lastly, some of the animation, like I said, the character animation sucks, the character design sucks. But I will have to admit one thing. Some of the background animation does seem nice, especially on the alternate alien world. But then there are some types of backgrounds that seem bland and uninteresting. Like when they first step out of the rocket ship onto the new alien world. It's just nothing but rocks all around. That's boring, but once they start going into the jungle and start exploring the planet, things get a little interesting and the animation does kick up a bit. All in all, to be honest, this studio was not the one I would expect to target the subject of chimpanzees going into space. I would say that maybe DreamWorks would have done it first, or heck, even Sony Animation, the people that made Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Open Season. And they could have made a better movie than this. The Critic Brony does not approve. I'm your Critic Brony, and I review it because you don't want to.